Welcome back everyone to another fun rendition of a new recipe for macaroni and cheese. A little bit different than you may have seen in my previous videos where I used some sharp and medium cheddar cheese. This time, very easy. We're going to use some Velveeta cheese. All right, a little bit different than what you've seen in the past, but the results certainly do not disappoint. So this time, I'm going to give you a couple options. One, you can go buy some chicken stock already pre-made, right? There's several different brands out there. You can use the store-bought brand. Or what I'm going to do today is just use some water and some chicken bouillon that you can find in just about any supermarket, right? So what I'm going to be doing is putting 5 cups of water to a 1/4 cup of my chicken stock or chicken bouillon here. And this is going to be my base for the noodles to sit in, right? Just to mix it up a little bit. Right now at this point, the pot's not even turned on. But I will do so by pushing my beans and lentils, or I don't know, 6 minutes is really all you need for pasta, right? So I'm gonna mix this up just a little bit, break up any bigger chunks of the bouillon. Add about 2 tablespoons of salt, fresh ground salt, fresh ground pepper, and 5 cups of elbow macaroni. You can use different macaroni if you like. This is what we have. This is what we had on hand, so that's what I'm going to be using for today's recipe. But like I said, feel free to use whatever you like. You should not have to drain this when it's all done. If all goes well, it should be just enough water, just enough liquid to cook these noodles, soak into them, and it'll be ready to go. Once I'm all done here, I'll come back and show you the next step of the recipe. All right, stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Take care, I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, while your pasta is preparing itself and getting warmed up, this is a good time to get your other ingredients put together. You'll notice if you happen to buy the Velveeta, there is an actual recipe on the back side of the Velveeta box here. And I'm following most of it, but I am adding a couple of other things like the salt and pepper and the different chicken bouillon or the stock for my base rather than just water. But I'm gonna put 1 cup of milk, and this is 2%, but you can use 1% whole milk or non-fat if that's your preference is. And I'm going to use the entire block of Velveeta cheese. Now it's important that you don't just throw the whole block in there when the time is ready for it. So cut it up, prepare it, right? You're going to cut it into smaller little cubes, and I'll show you that in just a little bit what that looks like, so that when you're ready to throw it in here, it can melt a lot quicker than one solid block. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. right, that beep is the indicator that the macaroni itself is all cooked. And so now that we're doing pasta, you want to do what's called a quick release on your pressure cooker. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the valve and let that steam out right now. If this were meat, then I would let it naturally depressurize. That's called a natural release. But because we're doing pasta, I want to get that pressure out of there right away so it stops cooking the pasta and it doesn't overcook it. So it's important that you know something like that when you're working with pressure cookers. Okay? So stay tuned, I'll come back to you just a little bit as soon as this is done depressurizing. Alright you guys, so this just finished depressurizing. There's no more steam coming out, but these do have some great locking mechanisms to protect us in case, you know, so this thing doesn't, the lid doesn't blow off. And so if you didn't hear it, you would have, you know, if you didn't hear it, you didn't hear it, but there's a little pin here that actually drops and releases the lock. So now that I can remove the lid, I take my spoon and break up the macaroni noodles. So the amount of water that I put in here with the chicken bouillon was just enough. 6 minutes is all I needed to cook it and get these noodles to a perfect consistency where they're not overcooked, but yet they're cooked just enough to absorb all of that liquid. Now I'm going to add my cup of milk. And my entire block of Velveeta cheese. Now this is 32 ounces of Velveeta cheese, and I broke it up, right? You guys saw me cut it up. So it would make it a lot easier for this thing to melt. So I'm not gonna do it in this pot, but I wanna show you a couple of tips that you can use in yours. You can put some jalapenos or pepperoncinis. You know, I would say cut them up real small. Also adding some mustard is a fantastic way to flavor up your mac and cheese. If you haven't tried it before, I would suggest maybe trying it on your bowl, on an individual bowl first, see if you like it, and then to add it to your recipe for your family. But these noodles are pretty hot, so I'm gonna close the lid. Now that I mixed my cheese and my milk in here, let it melt. Let it melt and then come back and mix it up a little bit more. All right, stay tuned. We'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, so this has been warming, melting that butter for about a minute now. So we'll see how easy this is to start mixing around. I'm sorry, cheese, not butter. Oh yeah, getting stringy in there. So just be patient. It will certainly melt, but this is why I cut all of this cheese into little blocks. Because if you threw one big block in here, it certainly take a lot longer to melt, get to the center of all of that cheese and get it all warmed up. So one of the things I like to say is when I start cooking for myself, my family, it's of course to our likings. So if your family is real big or not big at all on salt and pepper, well, feel free to omit that part of the recipe, you know, and add some of the things, add or take out some of the things that is good for you and your family. This is just what we like, and it's kind of proven to be a very successful and tasty recipe for our family. Okay, well come on in here and take a look at what we got here. So I've mixed this around for about 3 or 4 minutes. Look at that bad boy just string off of this. Well, I guess it's not stringy, but it certainly is clumpy. It's nice and thick, and it absolutely tastes amazing. If you can see a little bit of the spices, a little bit of the spices in there as far as like the pepper and salt. Or maybe not the salt, but certainly the pepper. And boy, it tastes fantastic. It certainly smells amazing. And you know, if you have any questions or concerns, comments, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment below and feel free to share my videos anywhere you like. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm really working my way up to the next category for YouTube subscribers. So maybe 10,000. So I need your guys' help. So please feel free to share my videos, and I'll see you on my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless.